Hello everyone. In this video, we are gonna learn how to solve the specific form of quadratic equations. Basically, solving an equation means finding the value of x that satisfy the equation. Let's say linear equations. Yeah, they are like way easier than quadratic equations. So like this, ax plus b equals 0. Then for example, like x minus 4 equals 0, 2x minus 4 equals 0. Then what you usually do is make x the subject. So we are gonna move like the other numbers on the other side. So 2x, it will become like 2x equals 4, and then we are gonna divide both sides by 2, then you get x equals 2. That's how you solve linear equations. So like when you come across an equation like ax plus b equals 0, then you can generalize solving this kind of linear equations like ax equals minus b, and then x equals minus negative b over a. Yeah, so we are gonna learn how to solve this quadratic equation. Yeah, like this, ax squared plus c. So our aim, the first aim, is to make x the subject. So we want to make an equation look like x squared equals something. And then it's gonna be like pretty straightforward. We are gonna take the square root of both sides. So that's how you find the values of x. I said values because there will be two values. Like not all the time, maybe sometimes you are not gonna find any x or like only one, but like in general there will be two values that satisfy even just one equation. Let's have a look at this one first. Yeah, so let's say after move around these numbers, divide both sides like by some number, and so now we made x the subject. So like from here, what we want to do is take the square root of both sides. So that basically means it's like square root both sides. But the important thing is, everyone knows that square root 9 equals 3, but we have an extra step to take, because when you think about this equation, actually when x equals 3, try putting 3 into x, then you get like 3 times 3, it is like 3 squared, then it's 9. So like it satisfies this equation. But there is one more number that satisfies this equation. Yeah, because we have to ask what number when squared gives 9. Actually, negative 3. Also, if you square negative 3, then you get 9. So this equation has two x values. So one is positive 3 and negative 3. So we are gonna write this one like this, x equals plus minus 3, because it could be, it basically means positive 3 or negative 3. Both work. So squaring, you could be a little bit confused about squaring, but squaring actually hides the sign. It turns both positive 3 and negative 3 into the same 9. So when we reverse the process, we don't know which one we start with. So that's why we keep both. We keep like positive 3 and negative 3, because like I said, when we square a number, you don't know the sign. So like that's why we usually have two values. I said usually because not all the time. But yeah, let's just have a look at some examples. 2x squared minus 18 equals 0. So the first aim is to make x the subject. So 2x squared equal 18. I'm hoping like everyone is used to this because it's pretty much the same as solving linear equations. So that basically means x squared equal 18 and divided by 2, then you get 9. So it's like basically exactly the same. So now you get x equals plus minus 3. Yeah. What about this one? X squared plus 9 equals 0. So it's also the same. Just isolate this x squared. And then you get negative 9 on the right hand side. Now it's an issue. Why? Because negative 9 doesn't have any square root. So like this equation doesn't really make sense because we can't find like any values that satisfies this equation. So like that's why this is just no solution. Yeah, that's it. We can't find the value of x. Yeah, next one. 3x squared plus 4 equals 4. So like I said, the aim is to make x the subject. So take away 4 on the both sides, then you get 3x squared equals 4 minus 4. So you get 0. Divide both sides by 3. Still 0. Yeah, so now what? Now what? X squared equals 0. This is another special case because like when x squared equals 9, we have plus 3 and minus 3 because, squaring, like I said, squaring hides the sign. But when you square the number and then when you get 0, that basically means x can't be plus minus 0. X should be just 0. So like in this special case, we have only one x value. Yeah, only one solution. So like so far we learned kind of like all cases. So in this case we have two solutions. In this case we have no solution. In this case we have only one solution. So yeah, pretty interesting. So we cover like kind of all cases that could come up in the future. 3 and x plus e squared equals 27. I mean, this actually has another way to solve this, but like for now, let's just try to solve this equation as if x plus 2 is just a variable. So I'm gonna just divide both sides by 3. Then x plus 2 squared equals 27 over 3. Then you get 9. And then you can still take the square root of both sides. That's the thing. Then you get just x plus 2 on the left hand side. And then you get positive and negative 3 plus minus 3. Yeah, so what are we gonna do with this? So now, like I said, actually this means x plus 2 could be positive 3, or x plus 2 could be negative 3. Yeah, so now it becomes a linear equation. So you can just take away 2, and then this one becomes x equals 1. This one becomes x equals negative 5. So these two are solutions that we were looking for. Yeah.